another edition of Brownsville As Is with
A for Shauna,
S for Sonia, and today we are in the Rooks Drive neighborhood for a very special event.
Yes, we're going to talk to some special people about a tradition, a rich tradition, right in the Rooks Drive neighborhood area. What do you think? Are you ready to go?
I'm ready to go.
All right, y'all, come on.
Russell, and this is Michael Banks. We have been neighbors for about 16 years, but Michael and my husband have been neighbors just about their entire lives. And he and I have been planning a neighborhood 4th of July parade for many years now, as soon as I moved into the neighborhood about 17 years ago.
Yeah.
But I think you've been doing it longer than that, maybe.
So I went to a neighborhood parade on the 4th of July in Jackson in my sister's neighborhood when my youngest son, Sam, was about 3 years old, and he rode a little battery operated vehicle in it. And the guy that was leading the parade on his John Deere lawnmower, he participated in that neighborhood parade when he was a kid. And so anyway, I had the idea, since I moved back to the same neighborhood that I grew up in, I thought, why couldn't we do that? So the next year, a group of volunteers just kind of got together and passed out notes in everybody's mailbox saying that we were going to do that. And then over the years, it's grown, and we've had flag retirement ceremony at the end of the route. One year we always have refreshments. Different people and different organizations have done that, but it's all volunteer effort, and it's been like that. And it usually comes together about a week before the 4th of July. With a group of text, but that's how it started.
So now we have this neighborhood parade where most of our neighbors' grandkids, family members who come from out of town, just come, and we start at one end of the neighborhood and just ride bicycles and push strollers and golf carts through the neighborhood, try to play some patriotic music while we go, and then we just parade through the neighborhood, and some people will come out in their lawn chairs and watch the parade, and lots of the younger people will participate in the parade. And it's just been a fun tradition for my kids' entire lives. And we stop just down at the end of Lee Avenue in the cul-de-sac and have a big party at the end, just snacks and refreshments, and it's lots of fun. And
yeah, it's been neat going through the pictures of the years past. And so as we were getting ready for this, I was thinking about newspaper clipping. So my neighbor who passed away, Mr. John Gillespie, he and Mr. Ronald Young, who's also passed away in 2008, carried a 48-star flag from World War II. Different stories on where the flag was flown, but it was a battle flag from World War II, and so they carried it along the entire parade route. And again, as in 2008, and you sit there and look, who's riding in the red golf cart up front, Miss Margaret Ann Duffy, of course. And then you see some of the kids on bicycles, and it's it's so neat to go back and look and see. Found one of her husband and I from 2013. We're both wearing goofy 4th of July cowboy hats, but that's 10 years ago. It's just hard to believe. So it's been a really neat tradition. There's no real rhyme or reason to who's invited and who can attend. I mean, we never turn anybody away, but it's usually been people that have either lived in the neighborhood or kind of grew up, in the neighborhood with somebody that lived here. We always had a good group of kids that have grown up in this neighborhood. So it's not exclusive to anybody, but at the same time, we like to try to maintain the close neighborhood feel. And so, like I said, I stole the idea from a neighborhood in Jackson, and it'd be great if somebody stole the idea and took it somewhere else. I mean, the beauty of it is just, even though we live in the same neighborhood, other than passing each other in the street, a lot of times, we don't really get to do anything together. So this sort of forces that bond to happen.
And it's so much fun for all of our neighbors. They look forward to it every year. And like Michael said, sometimes we don't plan it very far in advance. And the week before the 4th of July, we get a million texts saying, "Are we having the parade? I haven't heard about the parade. When is it? And everyone is excited, and they all look forward to it. And so it's a tradition we love to carry on. And let our kids be part of, and let our neighbors get together and just enjoy celebrating our country.
Yeah, and we've had different volunteers over the years, you know, with getting invitations out. A lot of times the kids will ride their bicycles around the neighborhood and put them in the mailboxes. You know, different volunteers on who's doing the refreshments at the end. So it's truly so unorganized, but it still happens every single year. You know, whether it's me, Alicia, Jan McAdams, Stephanie Stutes. I mean, it's just kind of neat to see Casey Berry over the years, who's sort of just picked up the mantle and run with it to keep it alive.
It's a great tradition, and we're so grateful that our neighborhood embraces this tradition and gets involved, and we just love being part of it every year.
10 a.m. on the 4th of July every year.
It's a lot of fun.
Well, Sonia, what do you think?
What a fun tradition. Can you imagine being a child in this neighborhood?
Yes.
And that happening every year, growing up with that?
Listen, you could see the smiles on Michael's face. You could see a smile on Alicia's face. Oh, what a wonderful, wonderful tradition to have, almost 20 years in the making.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which means there's only one thing left to say, right?
That's right. Happy birthday, America!